In the metals quadrant, gold was a little bit higher, but really close to unchanged, especially given yesterday's move. We'll call this no rebound after the move it had yesterday, which is about $31.80 from high to low. It's also a very high volume move. You would have expected to see a little bit of a rebound if there was still a geopolitical threat being priced into gold. Now, it doesn't mean that it's completely being priced out, but certainly today could not be called a rebound. In terms of the impeachment inquiry, gold is not necessarily pricing that in, hovering basically between the highs and lows of the old range. The possibility of impeachment actually going to conviction is not really showing in the price of gold right now. Silver actually sold off about 1%. So that's clearly liquidation in both contracts today in silver, yesterday in gold. That gold silver ratio has expanded a little more, again, showing that we're not necessarily putting the price of impeachment into the gold contract. And really, with the domestic pressures on the president and the administration right now, it's also not likely that we see military action with Iran and the Saudi Arabia situation, at least not being initiated in any way by U.S. forces. That's an opinion. Doesn't mean that it won't happen, but it's not something we've historically seen. This particular administration doesn't necessarily act historically, though, so take that for what it's worth. And lastly, the dollar has we finally got the dollar and gold retreating back to its old sort of inverse relationship. And the dollar, gold is really reacting to the rally we've seen in the dollar. That means, again, I say this all the time, gold and dollar have an inverse relationship, all else equal, and it's reacting as if all else is equal, going back to my earlier point about there not necessarily being as much geopolitical risk being priced in. The dollar is at fresh 28-month highs in terms of on a closing basis on the dollar index. We have another rally today. Yesterday was bigger than today in the dollar, but again, gold reacting to the dollar more so than it had been over, say, the last 3 weeks or so.